got seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, yeah. From the back of the I got a girl, Brad. Yeah. She go to battle.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Eli Manning and the New York Giants. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Manning now on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Manning looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Get up! Hey, let's go! 54, 7! 12!
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And it'll be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when you intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Manning. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Manning. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to work. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
The defense are going to have to start doing something different because this guy's absolutely carving them up, especially down here in the red zone. He's been one of the top receiving tight ends here in the first half of the season.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Rosas now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, we'll see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 54 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
He'll get it up the middle. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They get it to him running left. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
On goal-to-goal runs, When you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. And Bryant's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Throw left side complete. It's Shepard. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Here's a give to Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
And you remember pre-draft, there's a lot of speculation that the Giants should look for their future quarterback at number 2 with a great possibility. Remember, Sam Darnold from USC was still on the board, but they passed on him to take this runner, Saquon Barkley. And this is exactly why. They think he can extend the life of Eli Manning's career and give them 1,000-yard seasons year after year.
They haven't had a 1,000-yard season since 2012. Ahmad Bradshaw did it then.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Vic Beasley in there to sack him. And that is 10 for him now on the year. 3rd and long for the Giants and Eli following the sack. Manning going to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Rosas now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the 1st quarter. Now it's time for the 2nd quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a 1st down. From the shotgun, Ryan looking downfield for Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. And even 50 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And his kick is right through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Manning now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. A handoff to Barkley. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, here's Manning. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there at 22. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Working from the gun, Manning. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Manning. Complete to Stewart, right side. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. A first down carry for Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throw left side is taken in by Stewart. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Manning. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Aldrich Rosas now to try the Giants field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Rosas puts this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Ryan. Finding some room at midfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And finally brought down at the 38. A very solid gain of 27.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Hey, Tuesday.
On second down, Ryan. So left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down, but not before reaching the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. Ryan, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Hey, Tuesday.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alec Ogletree able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
New York set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Manning now on first down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Manning to throw on second down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Giants on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Shotgun now for Manning. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So after the INT, it's Manning. And this is Shepard on the catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From the gun, Manning. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Evan Ingram was the intended target, and now it's 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. It's Barkley on the counter, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On third down, Ryan dancing to his left. Now he'll throw, and that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play on third down for the Falcons. 45 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Dalvin away and bring up 2nd down.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Freeman again. Bulldozes, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Manning to throw on 2nd down. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Here's Manning to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
There'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So out come the Falcons now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on 1st down. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Throwing now. Ryan on first down. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, batted free. That's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That'll put him up over 160 yards receiving now for the game. They can't seem to stop it. Ryan now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Again, they'll run with Freeman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Losing 4 yards that time. And now it's 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter. No time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
New York set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Throwing now is Manning. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now Saquon Barkley, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
On 3rd and long, it's Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Manning, gotta have this one. And that is incomplete. Brian Poole that time there to get a hand on it. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're on the bench right now feeling great.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Go, get up! 21!
Now Ryan on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And down inside the 15 he goes. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, you know, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
A good pickup there, a 22. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the first one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Manning looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll get that to the rookie, Saquon Barkley. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. On first down, Manning. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tack McKinley in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From midfield, here's Manning. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Rosas now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to get.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now it's Barkley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 2nd down, here's Manning. And this is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And it's 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Manning going to throw. Over the middle to Beckham. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw, it's Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Manning now on 1st down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They run. Devontae Freeman. They find some open field here. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Coming left is Freeman. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A 20th carry now for Freeman. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Ryan. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defensive